Hello, this is Chapter 11, Relaxation Techniques. So the techniques we'll be discussing are autogenic training, imagery / visualization, and progressive muscular relaxation. So autogenic training is a relaxation technique that involves imagining one's limbs to be heavy, warm, and tingling. It was developed by Johannes Schultz in 1932, and he taught his patients auto-hypnosis, and his patients reported sensations of general body warmth and heaviness in the arms and the legs. And feelings of warmth were caused by the increased blood flow, and the feelings of heaviness were caused by the muscles relaxing. So benefits of autogenic training are decreases in heart rate, decreases in respiration rate, decreases in muscle tension and cholesterol, increase in alpha brain waves, which aids in calmness, alertness, clarity, and then an increase in blood flow to the extremities. Psychological benefits include decreases in anxiety, depression, tiredness, and individuals have reported increases in pain tolerance, and then of course, an increase in resistance to stress. All right, how to do autogenic training. So the prerequisites on the screen, the prerequisites to success for autogenic training, but actually for any relaxation technique, include being highly motivated, having a high level of self-control, having the ability to maintain a body position during the relaxation technique, the reduction of external stimuli, also known as mental focusing, and excluding the external environment, and finally, the concentration of attention on bodily sensations. All right, autogenic training body positions. So there are 3 body positions for autogenic training. The first is sitting upright in a chair with your arms relaxed at your sides. The second is seated on a stool or a chair, leaning forward with your elbows resting on the knees or the thighs. And the final position is lying down. Just be wary if you lie down, make sure that you don't fall asleep. If you decide to lie down and if any body part feels uncomfortable, feel free to provide a cushion wherever is needed. Okay, so stages of autogenic training. So the stages are sequential, and you must master the skills of each stage before moving on to the next. So you must master the feeling of heaviness in the arms and the legs. Once you have accomplished that, then we can move on to the warmth throughout the arms and the legs, and then from there, warmth and heaviness in the heart, and so on and so forth. And individuals might spend months focusing on just the heaviness in the arms and the legs. Okay, let's discuss visualization and imagery. So visualizing images of a relaxing scene. This is for the purpose of mind to body relaxation. And this technique can be thought of as a form of guided meditation, and it helps individuals detach themselves from stressful moments. So imagery is the employment of mentally generated images for the purpose of relaxation, or it can also be for the purpose for preparation for potentially stressful activities or stress-inducing activities. And autogenic meditation, if we combine imagery with autogenic training, this is called autogenic meditation. So when you practice imagery, it's really important that you try to use all of your senses in order to make the image as vivid as possible. And these are some of the questions that you should ask yourself when you are practicing imagery. What is the temperature at the scene? Is there anyone there with you? What colors and sounds are present? Is there any movement occurring? And finally, how are you feeling? Imagery benefits include a decrease in PTSD severity and symptoms, a decrease in depression, anxiety, and chronic pain, and it can also help with situational anxiety, specifically with sports performance. So if you're using imagery to master a specific skill, there are 3 requirements for this visualization to be fully effective. But first, this imagery for skill mastery is mind rehearsal. Mind rehearsal of what you want, where you want to be, or what you want to do. And again, going back to these 3 requirements, the first is the desire to create what you have decided to visualize. The second is the belief that you will attain what you have chosen to visualize and the confidence that you will attain it. And finally is the acceptance of your visualization as your goal. And this is extremely effective for sport-related skills and for public speaking. And if you want to get better at a specific skill, well, of course, practicing that skill in real life, but you can use this imagery for skill mastery. If you practice for at least 5 minutes a day, you're going to improve. Moving on to progressive muscular relaxation. So progressive muscular relaxation is a relaxation technique involving systematically tensing and relaxing muscle groups throughout the body. It is also called neuromuscular relaxation. Progressive muscular relaxation is one of the best techniques to address bracing, that unnecessary muscular contraction, to identify where you are carrying the most tension. It was developed by Edmund Jacobson in 1938 in order to induce nerve muscle relaxation. So benefits of progressive muscular relaxation include an increase in the relaxation of the smooth muscle, so the cardiovascular muscle and gastrointestinal smooth muscle, a decrease in headaches, backaches, and pain overall. And psychological benefits include increase in self-concept, an increase in performance, whether that performance is athletic or musical, and then a decrease in anxiety and depression. So when performing progressive muscular relaxation, there are a few factors to consider. First, learning how to identify tension. And this usually stems from being able to identify the greatest differences from tension to relaxation. Performing progressive muscle relaxation in a distraction-free environment. Removing constricting items such as constricting clothing, shoes, or pieces of jewelry. And then finally, finding a comfortable body position. So body positions can include, being seated in an upright position or lying down. And if you decide to lie down, you may place pillows under your knees and lower back for ultimate comfort. But again, if you're going to lie down, just make sure that you're really careful and you don't fall asleep, because that's not the point of progressive muscular relaxation. All right. And that was chapter 11, Relaxation Techniques.